Alright, so I know this is a little different than the ending of the last league may suggest, but I'm going to I'm going to mix it up a little bit, and actually I'm going to play Abbott, and the reason why is that Abbott Abbott is, it's not necessarily at its best here, where I've got 5 cards that it's like a total of 20 cards out of 60 that aren't necessarily the best hits. Although right up the stage in a lot of spots can be almost like a like a one drop. Hopefully, if I'm able to enable Spectacle the turn that I play Abbott, but yeah, definitely there's another Abbott. There's Channeler, Bone Crusher, Light Up the Stage, and Seasoned Pyromancer, but that still leaves the rest of the 2/3 of the deck as good hits. Either a one drop or a land. So if I play it on turn 3 with a land in my hand, I can either play an extra land, or I can cast whatever one drop I reveal. But the main reason I like Abbott is it's more pressure. It's both card advantage and it's pressure. And just I drop games here and there sometimes where I really feel like if I just actually could get under them with a little extra speed, particularly in game 1, like against the Uro decks, we really can't outgrind them without Relic or Blood Moon. So having the ability to win quickly is very invaluable. It's really what makes this deck such a contender, is that in game 1 you can hopefully get under them quickly. We want to be the proactive deck that the opponent is afraid to face, and they want to have a sideboard plan to deal with because they're afraid of the game 1. And of course, it won't always turn out that way, and of course, since we don't always know we're facing, like, say, Uro, we won't always lead with, like, a turn 1 prowess creature. But, still, yeah, I'm back to basics, and I think if this build doesn't work out, I may just go back to the Obosh version, at least for a little while, and see how that plays out. Let's give this one a college try. Like I mentioned last time, I have been very impressed with Shatterskull Smashing and Shatterskull the Hammer Pass. It's a pass, excuse me. It's really surprising how many times I actually use the burn spell. It's very flexible, and I like the way I can play it tapped and not lose life. I haven't faced burn yet, but I think the ability to play this tapped and not lose any life, unlike extra Horizon lands, is very key. But I think by playing 4 of these and 2 Horizon lands, I actually both go up in ability to grind and more like having more utility lands that grind well, while at the same time also I think enabling myself to take less damage if I don't want to, because the Shatterskull Hammer passes come into play tapped if I want them to. But yeah, I mean, sideboard is same as before. I've been liking the Ratchet Bombs. I've been going into a lot of Death Shadow. Ratchet Bomb has been very key in those matchups. It almost makes me wonder if maybe we're unfavored without it. Although obviously the Obosh versions, Obosh is a game changer. If potentially if that resolves there, so that's all things aren't necessarily equal. But in this deck, I found the Ratchet Bombs very helpful in that matchup specifically, which we run into a lot lately. Haven't really run into many pro red creatures, but well, also there was I remember a Hardened Scales Affinity deck where we were able to blow up a bunch of things on one. So well, actually, the opponent may have tricked us with the Throne of Get, putting an extra counter on, which I think there was an opening where we could have cracked it and destroyed all the one drops. But I think we ended up winning that game anyway, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, that was a while ago, and I'm not sure if it was on one of the recorded matches or not. But yeah, Braid is extra removal, especially in this deck where we're not playing Flame Slash. I still like Flame Slash, but just last league, I just want to maximize the chance of possibly going under and killing them quickly. We might run into leagues where we really regret not having the extra ability to deal with creatures, but well, let's give this the college try. But I think I might be at the end of my rope as far as seeing if this version is better than Obosh. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Maybe I need to jam it more, and then maybe I'll get more trophies. But it's definitely not yielding the very very high rate of trophy acquisition that the Obosh version did, and I'm still waiting on that first trophy this season. So anyway, let's see if it's going to be this time, and if not, probably I'm going to go back to the Obosh version for a while. All right.